Here's always my argument with this is we can take all kinds of different levels of this, right? It's like because now we're in 2024 ish, right? And no, but like hear me out, man, before you giggle. Hear me out. I remember when I first started training players in this area in the year 2000, 2001. And people were coming up to me and always like, what profile do you need and rockers and all that stuff. And I didn't have a clue what that meant. I kind of did. I said, I don't know. I had my skate sharpened and I skated. And parents would look at you like, how? Like, what do you mean? And I'm like, what do you mean? Didn't you? Because when I was a kid, I don't like to go when I was a kid, but like the evolution of any player that was my age or older or roughly around that age, you got a pair of skates that were heavy leather. You put the boots on. There wasn't all these different things. They're basically all the same skates, zero support in them. And we went out and skated, right? Now.
And you're a great skater.
This is my point.
Yeah.
There wasn't, I'm a skater. I could skate, right? Shooting a puck, stick handling, like those things. How did I get to this?
Well, I was talking about how the guy was saying because they can't pay attention well.
Yeah.
They get.
Okay, so learning. So I don't think you learn how to skate. Just, you know what I mean? So I'm saying we took the skates out of the box. We went to Mr. Bellin's house down the road. He put it through the skate sharpening. Whatever we we skated. No one sat there and said, okay, you got to do this. You got to push with your toe. It was go skate, go play, go shoot, go whatever. So I think everything has to be learned. So the attention span thing when they're young, I don't know if I'm arguing with this or not. I'm not trying to argue, but I'm just saying.
No, it's just different perspectives on the same sentence.
To create bad habits. I don't understand that. Is what I'm saying. Like not everything has to be taught and reasoned, and you have to have the best equipment, the best everything. You could kind of learn how to play hockey.
I think this, because we go back to this a lot too, where it's like, we're overcomplicating, we're majoring in the minors, as they say. It's like we're overcomplicating something that's not that complicated. It's like go out and skate. It's like we got to teach the specific mechanics about everything, and every single thing has a teaching point, and there's the best way to do everything and all that. And I do agree that that's true. But then there's in practice, like what happens in practice. And I think it can be both things. Like I kind of think of it the same way I do as hockey IQ, where it's like some kids just get it. Some kids just don't get it. The kids that don't get it can improve to a degree, but how much can they improve relative to the kid that just gets it? And I think that's similar with skating. It's like some kids just skate. Like I see it on the treadmill all the time. I'll have a 6-year-old jump on and they can just skate beautifully. And then I'll have a 8-year-old that's been doing it for 2 years and they just aren't a good skater, and so they can get better. And so I think that the teaching point part of it, there is something there, but I do agree generally with the point. It's like some people just have, it's funny. My parents used to describe me as a kid relative to my other siblings. They would say that basically what they were saying is I had this natural athleticism when I could first stand up. It's like as soon as I started standing up, they were like, you were just like on your toes all the time. Like you just had like a little knee bend, you had a little bounce. And like there's videos of me when like home movies when I was a kid of me just like bouncing around. Like I was always just like looking around, ready to pounce on something kind of thing. And my brother wasn't like that. And my sisters weren't like that. And I was just like that. And why was I like that? Nobody taught me. Like I didn't go get a lesson about it. No one taught me the athletic stance. I just knew how to do it. I just found it at some point when I was developing and I just got it, And I think that's there's a lot of that. And there's a lot of that people don't think about or account for, and they err on the side of we can just drill the shit out of it until they get it, And there's a limit to that. Is I guess I think kind of what you're saying to this kind of stuff.
Well, and the other thing is like not everything. Like not everything. Play the game. This is my biggest thing: is play, practice, have fun. Don't take. I'm not telling everybody this. I'm just saying, like, you don't have to take the youth hockey so serious. And I don't mean don't take it serious at all. Like enjoy it, make a whole bunch of mistakes and just learn. And then as you see an area here and there as a kid gets older that he might need to fix, find a place to fix them. But you certainly don't need a lesson for everything. And that's what I kind of see a lot is like everybody needs more ice, a whole bunch of drills, pace is like average at best. Sometimes it's good, but like in general, pace is average, and there's so much teaching about everything all the time, and it's like sometimes you just got to play. And then at certain ages, though, you start saying, okay, like you identify, okay, maybe someone you hear a coach or a few people tell you at 13, 14 is like your skating would have to be. You're a good player. Skating has to get a little bit better. Okay, what does that mean? What is skating? Your stride sucks. Okay, that stride. Okay, so look at a place where you can work specifically on that, not just do generic things, right? But when you identify a couple of things, you can work on that specifically.
And that's normally what happens as they get a bit older too. It's like all these guys, my older guys now, it's like older and they're still kids, but they're just like, yeah, like I haven't. They were asking each other yesterday. They're just like, how long's it been since you've been on the ice? And they'll say to each other like seriously on the ice or just like on the ice, like on the ice, like training or doing whatever. And then long time, like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever. And these are OHL players. You know what I mean? NCAA players that are saying this kind of stuff.
And that's not for everyone.
No, but point being, they're gonna show up at training camp. Like one of them's an NHL pick that was talking. It's like he's gonna show up at his training camp and he's gonna be fine because this is what happens as they get a bit older, right? So